Sorry for the wait, everyone. Welcome back. Yeah. Oh, is my okay? You can't hear me. Cool. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure you could hear me. Also, welcome back, Coral. Yeah, I'm changing it up a little bit, Coral. I'm gonna still talk to you, but like I'll have the game run in the background. I think that's a better way of handling it. How have you been, Coral? I appreciate it. I also gotta do my dailies. It's like not even the story stuff. It's just grinding for resources. It's kind of funny. Let's see. What can I grind? No. All good, just playing on an SMP. Nice. That's good, that's good. Okay, I could go for this. Or, I mean, I just leveled her up. I don't have the monies, though. I need more monies. Cool. New weapons. Or new banner. Reruns, actually. But let's actually go back. Test run. Let's do some dailies while we're chilling. Yeah. I don't know. Today is also kind of a weird thing for me because I was looking back at last stream and I'm like, we're having so many great conversations. Like, we're having a great conversation, Coral, you and I. But like, I wanted some background noise running so I could also like cobble together some clips to post on YouTube. Cause you know the brain rot of today's internet. I mean, we talked about it a little bit, but like attention spans are shot. So you got to put like Subway Surfers right next to it over like a motivational quote or whatever. That's how you get views on like TikTok and stuff. It's kind of funny. Yeah, how's your day been, Coral, though? I mean, for me, it's been such a little bit of a weird day because as much as I wanted to get stuff done, my body just said no, and I proceeded to just lie down and just binge read a bunch of comics. That's what I did for the majority of the day. I'm not proud of that. But I did that the entire day, if I'm going to be completely honest. Come on, show up. Okay, that's a little bit strange. You don't show up till a little bit later. So I don't know why you're coming at me now. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Today's going good. Just recorded some videos. Hey, that's more productive than me. I'm not gonna lie. That's great, Coral. Yeah, me on the other hand, I literally did not do anything productive. But hey, sometimes that's how days go. I looked at my schedule today and I'm like, quite honestly, the only thing I have that's like at least something productive is the stream. And that's it. And I'm like, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I have a job, so at least I'm doing something. There's something going on. Alright, now I have to go to this guy and get some... Gotta feed the ducks. That's part of my dailies. Sure, I will find you the wheat you need, Timmy. Alright, I found the wheat already. I know, I'm like lightning quick. Cool, I got a hash brown. That's dope. Okay, let's teleport over here. Yeah, did I tell you, Coral? I picked up, I watched the anime, and I thought the anime was pretty good. But I finally sat down, and I'm telling myself right now, since I caught up to all of the webtoons that were like in my immediate, I need to read this, including Stellar Swordsman. I just binged it, dude. In 2 days, I binged the entire thing. And now I'm upset because I'm caught up. But now I'm going for Lookism now, because Lookism is a big one, and I'm just tired of reading all these short ones that I catch up with. And I mean short by like if you're like 80 chapters, to me that's short. It has to be like over 100, 200. No, it's really good. I'm not gonna lie, it did start off a little bit slow, but once like he meets what is it, the son of the count, right? That's when it picks up and it gets really freaking good. And I do like it because Stellar Swordsman, not only is it just like a straight fantasy, it's not even like an isekai, regression, whatever. It's straight up just pure fantasy, and I appreciate that, especially with a character who is literally born and raised in the world, because that rarely happens with these types of stories. But I also just like that, like, it focuses more on the human conflicts as opposed to just the straight up monsters and like leveling system. Like, it's all about human conflicts, and I appreciate it, because it's like, it's a different way to tell a fantasy story, because everything's usually about, oh, we have to, you know, level up, defeat these boss monsters, and there's a dragon in it, right? There are monsters in it that they have to defeat, but it's not the focal point of the drama or tension or the main conflicts in the story, like, for that matter. It's more about like trying to grow stronger, but within this world that they develop. And the world building is excellent. I always give praise to stories where if I see like really good world building, to me, a good sign of good world building is, one, if it's not exposition heavy, that's like a clear sign of like, there's some exceptions, but for the most part, if you have too much exposition at the start, it's like, that to me is a bad example. And I'll give you a perfect recent example of what not to do. In my opinion, this is one thing I did not like. The recent Superman movie. The recent Superman movie had just text before like the first scene actually started. And I'm like, this is bad. I actually do not like this. And the reason I figured out I really didn't like it is because I watched Fantastic Four, which did a much better montage of showing you, like, bringing you into the world, as opposed to like you having to read and process all this information. What I love about Stellar Swordsman is it doesn't go straight out of the gate like, oh, there's these counts, there's these kingdoms. It starts off in the slums, you learn more about the character, and from there you use him to sort of explore this world, sort of the happenings going on, and you don't get more of the world until later on when you deal with them in these conflicts. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that greatly, because it takes a lot to hold back and not give everything away. And as a writer, that's my biggest problem right now. I have my entire story mapped out. I have all these big arcs, these big places, all these ideas. But the problem with me with writing, and this is why it's taking forever to write my novel, is the fact that I want to make sure the starting point is not only like a good hook, but like doesn't have too much exposition. And that's my biggest problem right now, is I don't have that simplistic hook that a lot of these webtoons do. And that's why I'm trying to read more so I can get a better understanding of it. But yeah, the art style is amazing. The main character experiences grief. Yeah. Well, I also like it because it literally, to me, I love it when it's the main character doesn't win every fight, and you see sort of like, not power scale, like power scaling to me is when you measure things of like, this character is this strong or this character is this strong, right? But for me, I look at this power scaling as it's showing how weak he is at this stage of his life, and then his motivation going forward. It's the Zoro versus Mihawk scene. He gets defeated by someone much stronger than him, and his whole goal now is to become stronger so he can face them, which it comes back later into the fold without giving away too many spoilers. The idea of a child going from the slums to City of Lights, so amazing, simple concept, but one, yeah, done well. And I mean, it's ironic because I'm playing Genshin Impact right now, but I actually do appreciate the companion character in Stellar Swordsman. You know, that person in your ear? Like, I've always been a fan of when you can pull it off, because to me, there's two different types of relationships that can be the biggest tearjerkers in like a lot of fiction stories. One is the romantic relationship, and that adds a lot of drama and tension if you handle it well. The relationship between like two lovers that you establish early on in the story that have been there, which Stellar Swordsman does really well. But also the companion character, you know, like the Pikachu in a sense, where it's like if you have these characters, right, it's like when something bad happens to them or something happens where they go away for a while, which, you know, that happens in the story, right? It has emotional weight to it and you feel crushed by it. And I appreciate it because it's like, you don't really, most of the time they can come across as annoying, unnecessary. There's like no point to them being there aside from comedic relief or plot device. Here it's very much a, no, this is it, like it's almost a character in a sense. The side character they introduced for our main character. Yeah. Yeah. In his ear rather than head, making him overpowered, but actually train. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's just a good way to also show that like, I also, this is also like my thing. If you want my opinion of what makes a long lasting story that keeps people hooked, I've read so many good stories that have great hooks, but the problem is they resolve the hook literally in the middle or at the end of a season, like season 1 of a webtoon. And the problem is once you get that hook like resolved, what's the point of reading it? You have to reassess that. I mean, two big examples of why this is a problem. I'll give you one. It's the MCU. Look at the state of the MCU right now. Why people don't care as much as pre-Endgame MCU, like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, the whole point was the Infinity Saga, the Infinity Stones, building up this team, building up a greater threat that was Thanos, right? Once Endgame ended, right, a lot of people stopped caring because the main conflict went away. And the problem is you had to reestablish a big new arc so you could have people's interest again. But the problem is it wasn't well handled. You got King the Conqueror. A lot of people really didn't care about that. And it got convoluted. And that's why a lot of people don't care about the MCU anymore. Another great example is Solo Leveling. I will say Solo Leveling because that one moment where his whole goal is to protect his family and whatnot and all these things happening, it gets resolved literally in the middle of the story. After that point, there is no connection, emotional, like there's no what's the word? There's no stakes greater, or sorry, not even greater. There's no stakes less than saving the world that keeps you hooked in the story. So it becomes sort of stale. It's like, oh, he just needs to save the world now. There's like no danger involved. The emotional core of it has been resolved. So what's the point of like continuing on during this read, aside from cool action sequences and cool character moments? That's what I like about and the sword, an extension of the duelist spirit. Yeah, I have elite ball knowledge for real. You do, Coral. But that's just my thing. I think Stellar Swordsman does it well. It's like the fact that what I think is important for a story to be really good is, and this is from what I've read, a great hook that makes it interesting. Like, to me, this is what I learned too. It's called there needs to be in every single story, whether it's fiction or nonfiction, there has to be like a reason for why you want to read the story. And it is so I took a producing class because I'm a film major, or was a film major. I graduated, but during the course of my studies, it was called, my professor had a quote where he said, it has to be the same thing but different. And I feel like that's basically how do you make a great story. You have to do a lot of the things that are the same, like similar tropes, similar stories that people love, the popular stuff, but you also have to have it be different enough so it can hook people, you know, even though they're part of the same genre, like the fantasy genre. What sets them apart, even though they're in the fantasy genre, while also incorporating things that people like humor, action, romance? How do you incorporate that in? And that's, to me, like one of the hardest things to do. But like for me, the way you handle that is, one, make a unique, interesting story. Not using AI, by the way. If you use AI, it's over. People are going to notice instantly and you're not going to gain success. But what you need to do is you need to come up with something, like think about your favorite stories. And what you need to do is you need to find a way to twist it on its head or reinvent the wheel, but in your own style. And the way you do that is by making an interesting hook with in my opinion, an interesting, funny, charismatic main character. And then you also have to have an overarching mystery. I think the overarching mystery, if you can make it last the entire book or comic or webtoon or whatever, like the duration of the entire story, that is a surefire way to keep people hooked, you know? I feel like a lot of people don't, like a lot of generic stories I've read that I've just been turned off to, don't do that, or don't do it to the scale of we're going to do this for a while and that's why it becomes stale. That's sort of like my biggest gripe with a lot of webtoons that I've read that I've ended up dropping or like forgetting a little bit about. It just loses that hook for me. And it's tough too, especially when they go on hiatus, or worse off, in my opinion, when they end a season and you gotta wait a while. And I'm like, dang, I only have so much time. Do I really want to invest time back into the story since the first story arc ended? Right? Yeah. Also, the attachment he has in Sailor Romance peak. The fact that the first sword can actually be important and wasn't discarded. Yeah. Well, that to me, what's great about it is everything. And this is also very fucking tough to do. I want everyone watching this. It is, as a writer, it's very fucking tough to do where every single action and event within a story has some sort of payoff in future events. You return to it and it has equal importance, or it builds upon itself and leads to greater things. That is such a tough thing to do because you have to map out everything. And you have to have some sense of relevance for not only the characters that you explore in the story and give time to, but also like what's going on within the surroundings. Like, for example, the slum lord at the start of the story has major ramifications for what's going on within like hundreds of, like over 100 chapters in. And I'm like, this is insane. You know, that the fact that it's still relevant despite this character not really being in the story as much. So that's what I really appreciate. Yeah, no, it's just good. You know what I mean? It's just fantastic. The fact that also like the one thing I did appreciate too is I also like the fact that he, as a character, like you learned a lot about who he is, and they took not even a chapter, but they just took time to be like, okay, we're going to establish him within the slums, his aspirations, the conflicts going on. You know, they took some time to flush out like who he is, what's happening, what does happen, and then where he goes from here, where these characters go from here. Time skip. This is present day. This is where the story actually begins, right? Also, lady who took care of him as a child at his first home was crazy hot, not gonna lie. Yeah. Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started on webtoon women, dude. If you want to know my type, Like everyone's like anime waifus. I'm like, nah. You get the webtoon milfs. It's fucking over for me. It's fucking over. Like if anything, I was reading a story, and the dude falls victim to like this. I think it's a dryad, like this woodland dryad that transforms into his like milf ex-girlfriend. And she was like seductive. I would have folded. I wouldn't have been like him. I would have been so fucked. Like, it's so over for me. I would have been ambushed and killed. Yeah. I like how in Stellar Swordman the side characters weren't forgotten. Like, we saw them from the first chapter to the near the, yeah. But that's my point. Is like it's a tough fucking thing to do. Because as a writer, when you're mapping out the story and you're imagining it going like beat after beat after beat, you have to also keep in mind what direction you're going in, but also how to bring in the past events of what you have written and bringing it back to the forefront while also maintaining continuity. You have to either make notes of it or just keep it in the back of your mind. Like, oh, I have this idea of where he can go. Let me bring back sort of the events that have been preceded. Like to me that's crazy. Like insane knowledge, insane talent, insane like forethought. Yeah. Like even for me, like the biggest thing. Like, you want to know the biggest shock factor for me with the story is the fact that I am still invested from the moment that the main arc starts within the story. I have continued to stay hooked in the story. That also goes to show that this is like great writing, because it's just like it's hard to do. It's hard to be consistent for that long, for 100 chapters, maintaining that level of interest. And I've seen stories that people praise, stories that people gush about, that are super popular, that don't do that. And I'll give you 2 examples. My Hero Academia does not do that. It has highs and lows. One Piece doesn't do that, highs and lows. And Demon Slayer, I'll give you a third. Demon Slayer does not do that. It's not consistent. And it's not consistently at its peak. It's not consistently keeping you engaged. It's so hard to do. And I don't fault people for not trying to keep it consistent, because they have their own ideas in mind on how to execute the story. But when it's done well, I feel like a lot of people should praise it. Yeah. I put you on peak for real. It's a story where every panel has meaning and art. Again, it's so beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, no, Stellar Swordsman's great. I also just appreciate, and this is, okay, I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant. I think I mentioned this before with Webtoon. I hate the way Webtoon advertises, like, so what they do, I've seen this. I think their advertising is god awful. Because what they'll do is they'll advertise from TikTok creators that have nothing to do with Webtoons, or are adjacent to anime content creators. And I'm like, that's a really bad thing. Or they find people who just make TikToks to talk about their favorite series, but they're not really invested or fans of the series. The second thing is that they're not choosing the right titles to advertise, because the ones that they advertise that they've been pushing, with the exception of like Solo Leveling or Tower of God, because they got anime adaptations, the problem is they're advertising the stories that quite literally only have 15 chapters. I'm like, everyone's gonna binge read that. It's what they do that they're not gonna want to read anymore. You gotta advertise the stories that, like Stellar Swordsman, that have over 100 chapters, you know? Like, you gotta advertise better so people will become invested in it rather than just walking away. And I feel like there's a lot of good stories you could pick and sponsor to get more eyeballs on, but you're not. It just sucks. Yeah, I and this is not even, I don't even hate Webtoon. I've spent coins on Webtoon. I've supported Webtoon. I think what would be really cool is if I got sponsored by Webtoon. I think that'd be pretty sick. But I say this from a place of love. I think Webtoon, their advertising could be better if they targeted it towards the right people, which granted, there's not that many Webtoon content creators despite I think there's more people that make shorts content out of Webtoons of like talking about their favorite stories rather than actual people who make whole YouTube videos on it. You know what I mean? Like consistently. There should be a couple, but there's no big ones that come to mind, if you know what I mean. A lot of them are just like anime YouTubers that like kind of do this for the like on the side. So it's a market to be tapped into. If I had more time, I'd probably get into it, but I also don't want to lock myself down into Webtoons. But then again, I also think there's a boom coming. I think the boom comes when they do when they start doing Teenage Mercenary, when that gets adapted. Around this time, I think they're going to also announce a bunch of other Webtoons that have gone adaptations. That's when the boom starts. So once they start like greenlighting like every single thing ever, then you'll know it's pretty big. What did I want to do? Okay, I guess I can go for her weapon. Oh my gosh, her weapon is so weak. What? Yeah, it's the Stellar Sword and the Gatekeeper me. Well, and this is the biggest problem to me with adaptations, especially Webtoon adaptations. They're not gonna do it justice. I'm not gonna lie. they're not cooking with it. Because like anime live action adaptations or just animated to live action adaptations, you can't take the preferred form of media for these properties and say they're better or on par, because that's a straight up lie. You know what I mean? Like, you can't do that. Let's do this. I'm gonna do
an insurmountable
MILF
problem,
Arlecchino.
Just sharpen my spear.
I need to get more pyro characters. I'm gonna bring in Chevrouz. Chevrouz hasn't had a lot to do. Yeah, no, but like, again, I think the big problem with Webtoons is like, yeah, it's just the advertising thing. But also, okay, but would it be wrong for me to say I'm actually kind of glad that Webtoons aren't like that popular yet? Like, I'm talking the medium as a whole, not any specific one like Solo Leveling, because that one's popular. But I'm more talking about like just Webtoons in general don't have the mass following that like say anime or manga does, right? And I'm kind of happy about that, because it reminds me of my days of watching anime when I was younger, because it was a lot more chill back then. It wasn't like being raided by a massive fandom with like a pretty dark, well, I guess every fandom has like a dark side to it, but you know what I mean? It's just like, it's a lot smaller than it would be if it was like an anime right now, because then it'd be much bigger. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I hate about mainstream. If something goes mainstream, the dark part of the fandom will grow exponentially in size, and you're just kind of like, fuck! To quote the Ted movie. That's just old man yelling at cloud. That's just kind of me. I'm just like, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of fandom. I'm not a fan of like anything that like the happenings going on. Like, yeah, I'd go away with it. I'm gonna level this up. Okay, I need a cool. Yeah. I need to level up her
Staring into
pole
my
arm.
eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll
You asked for it. You're toast.
I'm gonna like buff everything.
This is where you fall.
Yeah, but we'll see what ends up happening. Yeah, but don't worry, I will do a tier list. The only thing, Coral, because I like your idea of doing a tier list of all the webtoons I've read, but I also kind of want to wait and read like a shit ton, so this list is like extensive. You know what I mean? Like I have like a complete list. I also need to read just more webtoons too, not just like fantasy. I kind of want to bridge out a little bit, especially because I'm getting to the end of catching up to every single like fantasy webtoon I find interesting. I've like almost caught up to it, so I'm kind of like, okay. Yeah, I also think, okay. Bro, I can't lie. I think I've read over 1,000 genuinely. I know, right? I mean, I just started getting back into it like 3 months ago, and I've already completed like 30. Like, and I was even like trying to go out of my rate. I've been busy like doing other things. This is just in my free time. So I've like just been like on a grind. It's crazy. Yeah, I also feel weird about making videos on webtoons as a content creator because like I don't want to steal the art. You know what I mean? Like I also would feel bad about that as like an artist. So like I want to at least transform it. All right, cool. Let's see if I can level up her weapon. I do not have the monies. Okay, that's a problem. There's no money in the bank. Yeah, I scared to do a tier list because I know underrated ones gatekeep. Yeah, and you also don't want the fan. I also, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I prefer the webtoon fandom right now over the anime fandom. Just because everyone is actually funny in the webtoon fandom when it comes to like top comments and stuff. And just conversation. As opposed to anime comments, which are just spoilers. People saying the most bland things and everyone agreeing with each other. Like the funniest moments in webtoons that I've read have been from comments. Like when I was reading Stellar Swordsman, someone said, like, the man with 2 handkerchiefs, I'm dead. And someone said, even like a master swordsman couldn't see her grab that handkerchief. And you know what I mean, Coral? Like, shit like that made me laugh so hard. Yeah. When I see my boy Lloyd image in the comments, it's so peak. Or anyone name dropping Lloyd, I'm like, sorry, Lloyd, I'm just like, this is so fucking funny. This is so funny. Like anyone, like I've read like tons of webtoons where they have crazy face. Not as crazy as Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, mind you. Or not Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. That would be crazy. No, like a Greatest Estate developer. But whenever like they do like a crazy face, everyone immediately plugs the Greatest Estate, and it's amazing. Which also, speaking of Greatest Estate, they've actually been pushing that. They have been, I'll give Webtoon that. They have been advertising Greatest Estate developer on Webtoon. It's kind of great. Like, if anything deserves more attention, I think it's that story. Like, oh, look, it's the little Lloyd face. It's awesome. Bro, you know it's back for final season, right? The final arc is upon us for Greatest Estate, and I'm so happy. And they left off with... They started with a banger, by the way, too. Like, just straight peak going into the relationship with the queen. I'm like, hey. Alright, you got me hooked again. Again, the sign of good writing is when you can go back and it's just like, oh yeah. We're right back where we started. I'm happy about this. We're chilling. We're chilling. What do I need to serve? 80 stamina. This one. Yeah, and honestly, one of my favorite things about Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, Grace Estate Developer, Regressor's instruction manual, the thing that they all have in common that I absolutely love, that Webtoon does a lot better than anime, is the companion aspect of, like, there's the main guy and then there's a central like there's the main character and then there's the main character, and I think it's so funny every time I watch it. Like in like you have Javier and Lloyd's relationship, and then you have like what is it, the regressor and in what is it, Regressor's instruction manual. Uh-oh, I almost fell there. Yeah, I've made Fairy Tale Guild Hall in the SMP. Nice. That's sick, dude. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. I'm like blazing through them. They stand no chance. There we go. That was pretty quick. Now I can level up my character. Hey, hey, hey. 60,000. Exactly what I need. Exactly. Okay. Let's level up her weapons. $76. I need to grind again. Oh, by the way, Coral, did you see that new anime that dropped? Oh, you haven't seen anime in a while. That's right. I forgot. So there's this new anime that's out that's literally like more borderline hentai than like half the shit out there. And everyone's gooning to it. And I'm like, fuck. That's just great. Like, anime's doomed pretty much. I've also talked to my friends about it too. We've had conversations about it. Like, a lot of them are like not even watching anime anymore. Like they used to be like avid anime watchers. It's kind of crazy.
Everlasting as the moon, laid bare.
Yeah, I also just don't like to me the worst conversation slash was it comments I've seen about like anime and stuff have been on Twitter. So okay, I wanted to like attack you, but it's not letting me. Okay, there we go. Finally.
You asked for it. Final warning.
Check this out.
Okay, let's attack this guy. Easy win. Easy win. Give me a good one. Okay. I think that's enough. It's not enough. And I need a lot more. How many times can I go with this? I think I'll say 4 more times. Yeah. Yeah, I also just don't like
Witness my
Twit. I call it Twitter now because you know how it's X. So I just say, yeah, we X the T in Twitter, so we just call it Witter. That's kind of like my insult to the platform. But I also just don't like it because there's a major focus on just straight AI. Like, I follow the art accounts, but like, I just don't like all the AI stuff going on over there. Like, I mostly follow it for fan art and actual artists. Yeah. Yeah, Coral. That's what I remember. You told me that last time. Yeah, no, it's just been, honestly, I hate to say, I've fallen out of love of just watching a shit ton of anime. Now I'm in the state of like, I'll watch 1 or 2 shows if I'm like really invested in it, or if I have nothing else to do. Yeah. I also just like webtoons because webtoons you can pause and binge a chapter in like 5 minutes, if even that. And then, so if you're busy or need a pause, you'll just finish up a chapter and then you can get to what you're doing and then return to it. You know what I mean? It's much more accessible, especially on the phone.
Everlasting as the moon, laid bare.
Resin. Yeah, no, that's, see, the only thing about work though, it always fucking happens. I'll read, and this is like the anime curse, it's kind of funny, where every time I read a webtoon, it's like straight action. The moment a coworker walks by or something, it gets to like, even if it's like not even that bad of like a saucy like book, like the most lewd thing in the entire story happens to like the panels happen with when I'm at work, and I'm like, when I'm at home reading, it's all the action scenes that are like tame for work, you know, to read it in public. But then it becomes NSFW the moment I start reading at work. I fucking hate it. So that's why I gotta be careful with like what I read. Even the most wholesome ones too. I'm like, dang, there's just a little bit of fan service here. That's great. I love this. Yeah, I also, you know what's funny about Arlecchino? She's like, I could imagine her like, if you told me she's a webtoon character, I would believe it. Like, her whole attack and stuff, I'm like, this is like webtoon art. It's kind of funny. Like, she's honestly too good for this game, not gonna lie.
This is where you fall.
Like, that's the move straight, like... Oh, also, I like the... let's go back to Stellar Swordsman. I like the world idea. Like, it's like domain expansion in layman terms. It's so cool. I like it. That's also what it does really well. Is explaining its power system too in a very simplistic yet complex way, you know? I think that should be enough. All right, show me the money. And I am broke, so I have no money. That's fun. That's just great. Okay, but how many do I need? Once I fill up all of my HP, I'm gonna jump here.
Need something taken care of?
Let's do full cryo squad.
I will bring my notebook.
Make sure to keep up. Understood. I just have to stand here, right?
Ooh, if I do reputation quest, hold on. I think I figured out what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't know. I also, okay. One thing for webtoons too, this is why I don't watch anime as much. As much as I love guilty pleasures, I've just had it with like stale main characters that are kind of like blocks of wood or don't have that much personality to them. That's why I think webtoon, like especially with male characters, like female anime characters, yeah, super expressive, but the male characters, they're just kind of like stilted, kind of the same-ish. If you look back, some of them are different, but for the most part, they're all kind of the same. That's what I appreciate about webtoons is like some of them are like conniving, evil. Like it's great. Conniving and evil. Let me just say that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Do your master's bidding.
Oh, I'm trapped. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Rise. Punishment. You can't run.
How much damage can I do now?
Out of my sight. Judgment. This belongs to ice.
You've earned yourself a reward.
Okay, cool. We got this. Easy.
Received. Wheel of luck.
Manifest!
Okay, they're not immune to cryo. Cool. Let's go.
Mine to wield.
River. Yeah.
Cryo incarnate!
You can't run. Judgment.
That was easy. Reputational reward. Easy peasy, easy peasy. If they don't have cryo damage, I mean cryo resistance, I think we'll be fine. Oh yeah, this is gonna be easy win. Look at this.
Sacred name. Fortune preserve. Life goes on.
You can't run! Unleash!
Yeah, that was insanely quick. What the heck? Yeah. By the way, I want this debate. I would love to have a debate with someone about this. Ah, now you have cryo. Okay, I have to go back and switch out my party. One thing I will say too is I want to know what people would rather have, and that is, would you rather have a regression arc or an isekai, like reincarnation arc, like IRL? Because as much as it would suck to go back in time and have to redo everything, like I think what's so fun about like webtoons and reading is like, dang, I wonder what you could like take advantage of just by knowing what's gonna go on around you. You know what I mean? Like if you started at like, you went back to like first grade or even before like preschool, like I wonder how different life would be if you just knew how to navigate and get the best test scores and like set yourself up to like a proper job or major, knowing the world events that were about to go on. You know what I mean?
Loaded.
Like that would be insane.
If these items are unclaimed, we may take them without controversy.
Oh, what the heck? Oh, is she over here somewhere? Oh, she's over there. Okay. Well, I kind of want to shoot. Okay. I can take this out first, right? I think I can. Yeah. That was easy. Oh my gosh, I got all of them? Okay, let me take her out now. I'm gonna be super overpowered. Watch. So I do this first. Throw this. Look how much lightning's on the screen.
Rest for the
Time to testify.
I'll settle this.
Shine down.
I royal decree.
Into the shadows. Evil looks. Shoot on sight. There is no escape. Now you shall perish.
midnight phantasm.
Through me. Did hurt me.
Loaded.
Belongs to ice.
There was just lightning on the screen. I didn't even see my character. It was just like boom. That's kind of crazy. Where are you? Okay. I don't know how to get to you. I'm like, how do I get to this person?
Welcome to the court of Fontaine.
How low is she? How far down do I have to go? Are you like tucked away somewhere? Where am I supposed to go to meet this lady? Seriously? Why is it say lower? Why? Oh no. Oh no. What the heck, man? Is the only way to go is through the elevator? Fine, we're going all the way to the bottom. I witnessed an attempted murder the moment I come to this stream. I don't know what that means, Agistry. I don't know, but yeah. I'm just trying to find this woman. She's like hiding from me. Okay. I literally cannot access it from anywhere outside of this area. Okay. That makes sense. Cool. Yeah, just to give you some bell conches. Here you go. You can get them anywhere. Yeah. Because I literally run out of stamina and sometimes you cannot climb certain surfaces. Yeah. It's not fair. It's not fair. I blame the game. Let's go out here so we don't die. Yeah, just ask for a max stamina count of 480. Yeah. I'm trying. I'm so close to. Want to see just straight lightning? This is my favorite part of my...
Time to testify.
Insubordination.
Torn to oblivion. There is no escape. Ready.
By royal decree.
I'm saving up for Nod Cry when they actually pull, like, maybe Varka, if he's good. I just spent a lot on, I was able to save up, like, 6 months worth to get Skirk to C1 and her weapon. So that's a flex. But yeah, no, I'm trying to save for Nod Cry when they drop a good character like Varka. Cause the prelude is hype me up for his character. I was like, hey, this is pretty dope. Especially because he's from Mondstadt. And I'm like, I kind of want more cool Mondstadt characters. Okay. Yeah, right now I'm trying to level up a lot of my characters to like their max. So right now I'm trying to get enough so I can level up. Yeah. I do have the cheap copy sword called Calamity of Eshu. Well, that's me with Glorand, because I rolled for her. The problem is I went for Glorand and Arlecchino. I was able to get both, but I wasn't able to get her weapon, so I had to do Finale of the Deep, the free-to-play one. Because I wasn't able to save up and pull. But I was able to refine it, so that's cool. Yeah, but I gotta have to boost her talent. The problem is... Yeah. Because I pretty much maxed out everything else, at least for C1 Glorand.
Get with me. Shine down into the shadows.
Oh, it's so over. It's so over. Look how much lightning. It is, and I'm not complaining, but I think it'd be cool if I had her OG sword. But then again, I'm also happy I got Arlecchino's. At least spear, semblance, sword, whatever. It's weird. It's a spear and a scythe within itself. And then I got the catch because I wasn't able to get the Raiden Shogun's weapon, but it's all right. Like, I got a couple. These are my flexes. Yeah, I know, right? There's so much lightning. Like, my gameplay is literally just... You just see purple everywhere. But no, it's actually done because I'm trying to level up Rosaria. And I'm broke. Yeah, let's see this one. Yes, I can level up that. Cool, cool, cool. All right, let's go back to Mondstadt real quick. Yeah, I need to farm a specific enemy, and I hate that though. I hate how you have to farm. Like I'm not gonna lie, Chlorans was pretty freaking tough. Because I had to beat the stupid seahorse so many times. Because every single time I needed 20, 12, like... That was annoying for me. Skirk was the same way. What did I have to beat? Oh yeah, I had to beat the transforming thing in Natlan. You know, the shadow thing. Whatever. Okay, I think it's the harp. I want to say it's the harp. Cool. Dope. I also was able to somewhat max out Candace. So Candace I know is not really a great character in terms of like how gameplay wise, but I got her 5 times. I got 5 of her constellations. So C5 Candace. So I'm like, well, fuck. Now I gotta, I gotta like actually play her and level her up because now she's like somewhat useful. Yeah, Me4 secret source automations. Those damn weasels. Avatars of lava, but much. Yeah. Oh, by the volcano. Yeah. No, it's just, the problem is it just takes forever to beat them. Like, you can beat them no problem. It's just time consuming. You gotta do it like 20 times too. It's not fun. Okay. Got this level 8. If I level this up... Yeah, she'll start to do a little bit of damage. I also know her artifacts aren't like the best when it comes to like I have to level them up. But I don't have the money for it though. Nor the resources. Because if I go like this... Yeah, I don't have the money to like fully max it out. Like if I took everything here... Yeah, she does so much more damage, but like at the same time, it's like, well, actually, wait. Hold on just a second. I don't play Kaya as much. What if I switch out Kaya? Yeah, the Mora, the cost of the Mora, that's what's like takes forever. Oh, okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna switch with Kaya. So at least I have like somewhat of a decent... There we go. Because I feel like if I do this, I'm gonna be like straight broken. Yeah, let's see our levels. Attack, cool. Yeah, and I still gotta enhance this. Yeah, you want to know my secret to getting more though? I use the Serenity Pot because I leveled this up like a crazy amount. Yeah. You have 17 million Mora? Wait, what? I'm like broke. Dang, I didn't know I was talking to like a millionaire over here. So I gotta use like this and do all the side missions just so I could scrape by just for enough. That's crazy. Do I do it? Ugh, I bought it. It's whatever. It's whatever. Cause then I can use it. Very simple. When I'm broke like this, I like to do this. Stormtrooper's lair. You kill everything in sight for Mora. I don't doubt that. Yeah, I just wish there was a better... This is to me like the thing that like slows down the game a lot for me. Are these resins just because I don't want to use them. Okay, so I used it. I have 64. I can get 6 different pulls with it. So that's like at least something. You know what I mean? We can kill everything in sight. Trust. Yeah. I mean, that is true. I also just gonna try to go for like all my dailies and stuff as much like and expeditions and stuff. All right.
Out of my way. There is no escape. Now you shall perish.
Yeah.
Hunt them down.
I call this the lightning build. Just all electro. Can't even see what's going on. Okay. Let's go back. Yeah, I'm not level 60. But that's cool though. That's cool. I am getting very close though. Yeah, because world level. Because my last one... Because I'm on world level 8. My last one, my biggest hurdle is when it gets to 9. But it's also like the highest it can go. Yeah, I do have an ascension quest going on, so that's pretty cool. Elite enemies give 200, camps give more than that. Oh, nice. Yeah, so I just have to keep grinding then. Yeah, I definitely will say when Nod Cry actually drops and we get full Nod Cry, I definitely will be able to get AR rank 58. Like, no problem. Yeah, because that's going to give me so much adventure XP. It's going to be crazy. You got this. I'm murdering everything in sight. LOL. That's funny. Thank you. I appreciate it, Astri. Man, I'm tripping over my words today. That's crazy. Yeah, for now, I just gotta resort to this. It's like, This has literally been my lifeblood within the game. Just kind of farming for as much stuff as I can. I don't know why I did that. That was very foolish of me, but this guy's already defeated, so it doesn't matter. Wait, there's 5 of them. Uh-oh.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Okay, let's do this. At least so I can have that ready.
Loaded.
At least can I damage him? I know he has electro abilities as well, but yeah.
On sight. There is no escape.
Well, yeah.
Strong. Into the shadows.
Yeah, but I'm more relying on my like just the straight damage I do without it. Cause then everything becomes easy. Like now.
Shine to oblivion. Shine down.
Like that. Take out the healer, and then I can take everyone else out.
Out of my way. Midnight.
Time to testify.
I was just shooting him. I wasn't even like fighting him. There we go. That should be enough for now. I have like 1800, I think. I believe so. I want to say yes. Some of the local legends though are just like, why? They're so hard for no reason. Like especially in Natlan. Like this guy in particular too. Where is it? This freaking guy. The secret source domination for this. I can't even beat him. I don't even know how to with what build. It's just insane. The turtle one? Are you talking about the one in the one in Fontaine, right? Or are you talking about something else? Use cryo attacks? I tried. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it another shot, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't work. What did I want to do? Oh, right. All right. I love these generic ones because I know I can give it away. And if I accidentally give away all of them, it doesn't matter. Okay, 18. Okay, let me try it. Let me try it. Let's do this first. Almost. There we go. Okay. Fully maxed out. We're cool. We're cool. All right, let me get a cryo build in order. No. What double crit feather?
Let's take a walk. What exactly is teamwork?
I'm here.
I guess I could do Kaya. No, I wanted to try out Rosaria. That was the whole point.
The better.
Oh, did it? Whoopsies. Here, let me see. What do you mean double crit? I don't think it was there. Are you talking about over here? You fed the feather. I don't know what that means. I don't even use it.
Go. Punishment.
Manifest. Mine to wield.
Opening box of a dead tricks.
You could have used it as an off piece. Oh, really?
Do your master's bidding. Take your true form. Shiver.
Oh, I guess this was easier than I thought.
Orders given. Orders received.
I do not have enough. Cool. What can he give me anyways? Oh, it's Hydro? Oh. Yeah, you don't run the same 5-piece same artifact. Only requires 4-piece for set bonus. So make sure the bar doesn't go full. So yeah, it's easy. Oh. Oh, my bad then. I just kind of like full stats and seeing full stats. I know I get the bonus with 4, but... yeah, that might have been a mistake then. For sure. Look at my... Why would it show that I had both? Like, where does it show like double crit? In the crit rate? Okay, okay. Yeah, I just keep getting them, so I'm like, I'll just use it. Double crit is basically when subsets has crit damage and crit rate. Oh. Did not know that. Okay. We'll do that. We'll do. I mean, okay. I haven't been... I just don't use it for my builds. Because I'm more focused on getting the artifacts that give the best advantage to these characters. That's kind of funny though. I'll check stream later. Yeah, but anyways, Rosaria is maxed out, so that's good. At least for artifacts. So if I go to my guide... yeah. The only thing is the sword needs work. Yeah, artifacts. How about Rosaria? Just need to level that up. Yeah, and her character ascension level. Yeah. Honestly, not bad. Yeah, some people can be nitpicky, but some sports rely on crit rate to produce Favonius land stats. Oh, okay. I will take that into mind, Agistry, okay? I will keep that in mind. Oh, I forgot about that. Like my first attack. I thought this guy was here. I need a pyro character. I don't have it. No, you're good. You're good. I'm still learning a lot about this game despite me playing this for a while. I did took a little bit of a hiatus. Like for a couple years and then came back to it. But yeah. Honestly, nothing could be overwhelming despite like all the information they just drop. You know they like to do that a lot, you know? About the world building. They literally just drop these like, oh yeah, by the way, here's a trailer about the lore. You're welcome. Here we go, disappearing into the void again. About like Nod Cry, the gods, the heavenly principles, the shades in particular. They just dropped a trailer today. I didn't watch it fully, but it's about that new character and Nod Cry. I'm like, oh, that's gonna be fun. I'm trying not to watch the character trailers though, because I'm trying to wait for them in game. I kind of go back to it. That's kind of a thing for me. Hey, what's up, Goro? We're just talking about Genshin. Yeah, Columbine being a moon goddess too, potentially. Yeah. Well, did you hear the rumors? They were saying how Columbina, they said that she could also be. Yeah, no, a hiatus is definitely nice. Yeah, that too. They said she was gonna be like replace the statues because there's not really an Archon in Non-Cry, right? You're fine, Goro. You're fine. No, the lore to me, the most overwhelming thing isn't even the gameplay with Genshin. There's a lot for sure that I'm still learning, but it's also more of the actual lore that they drop. That's like the crazy part. Because the fact that there's still so much they need to uncover and like reveal and explain with a lot of characters we have not seen, and we're almost at the end of the game. And I'm like, okay, fun. that's super fun. So I'm wondering what the actual my question is, with all the story stuff going on, what is the actual lifespan of the game? You know what I mean?
The abyss is like the world's shadow. It's always there.
I still refuse to touch the Saurian questline because I do not want to lose my little guy. That's fair. Yeah. Recollections? What the? In order to reunite with your sibling at the end of your journey, you and Paimon traveled to Natlan and met many new friends. You learned that the people of Natlan had been fighting a millennia-long war against the Abyss, and that the Archon Mawika had a grand plan to end the war once and for all. In the course of your adventures, you witnessed many partings and much sorrow, but also felt the courageous bonds of the Natlanese people. And the end, your countless quests have led you to involve yourself in war. This is just like recollections. This is just like the summary. What? Yeah, and then there's like the world quest. That's like the event going on. So I pretty much completed everything else, like even story quest. Yeah, so I pretty much maxed out everything because I was like, I need resources. I need more. I'll do anything. Now, but I get it. So I've already completed the Saurian questline. It's kind of, honestly, some of the questlines, I'm like, I did all this work and I got like literally nothing from it, really. It's kind of funny. Like, that's why I'm like not really invested in this. I thought this was Nod Cry. I'm not going to lie. I thought when I saw this huge area to the side and I saw we had like the prelude, I was like, oh my god, is this the first 3 acts and not cry? And it, or first 2 acts, and it proceeded to be like literally nothing. I'm like, that's great. Lovely. Like we stayed, we did not leave. It's just a resort. It's fun. The gameplay's fun. I'm not gonna lie, but okay. I need to find one of those little guys to help me climb. There we go. Well, do the silly little hangout quest. Well, I am. I don't do it because I want to per se. I do it out of necessity because I need to level up my characters. And there's only so many resources in Genshin. You know? I gotta do everything. Everything I can. Like in between Archon quests, you know? Oh, no, no, no! There we go, finally. I mean, look at this. This is how desperate I was to get, like, everything. I 100%ed all of Mondstadt. 100%ed all of Leeway. And then Inazuma as well. Like, everything. Well, except for Watsasumi Island. I don't know why it still says 96. That's weird. Sumeru's all done. That was the longest, but it's also the biggest. And now I'm almost with Fontaine. I'm at almost everything is 90. And then, of course, we got Natlan. So I think I spent too many hours in this game. Yeah, it does. It does. Like, don't underestimate it. It can be hugely helpful. Okay, where's this other teleport waypoint? I also just think the award, like rewards too. I've also been farming for like Primogems too. Okay, what is this? There are chests, but it's probably gonna make me do like some game. Oh, do I have to like get out of my foreman's then I could talk to him? There we go. Come on, let me talk to you. Oh, wait. What if I change colors? Will that do anything? I cannot change in my current state. That's great. I'm just confused on what I'm supposed to hit here. What if I go over here? Like, this is fun. Like, this fast travel is fun, but I just don't get the point. I finally finished my first actual anime edit and posted on TikTok. Surprisingly, it's doing okay. It got around 1K views and like 200. Dude, that's sick. Congrats. Yeah, that's like, to me, that's the hardest part of content creation is like the actually sitting down and editing part when you film something. Because then it takes forever. You know what I mean? Don't worry, I see you. We're gonna get this thing right here. Okay, there's something going on over here. Oh, it's just another event. Oh. I'm just going to unlock everything. Minding my own business. Best of all, it's a fairy tale. Dope. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Gonna fall. There we go. Got another one. Hey, I mean, we're a passionate community too, Coral, so, right? I'm glad all those fairy tale fans are showing up. Shit, where do I go? Oh, actual enemies? What?
It's raining fire.
Like
Wait, what? Wait. Oh, there's someone up there. Okay. I was like, what's going on? Who's attacking me?
It's
Oh.
raining fire.
Can I attack that? It's literally not doing any damage. Okay, fun. There we go.
that's more like it.
Judgment.
No, no, but we really are. Oh, he's down here. How are you how tall are you? Oh. No, Skirk!
It's raining fire.
By ordinance divine.
You asked for this. This is what you get for attacking Skirk. I'm trapping you beneath the ice. Come back to me, Skirk. I make sure remember to give Skirk some food. Okay. What do I have a lot of? I have a lot of this delicious food right here.
I got it.
All right, finally.
Notch.
That was annoying.
The hard work is paying off, as it should.
Who the heck's up there? Never played Genshin, Coral? Really? Honestly, you shouldn't. It drains the soul out of you. I'm not gonna lie. There's a guy just chilling up here. Okay. Go this way. I'm playing a jellyfish right now, pretty much. Nice. That's kind of my friend with One Piece. We got it, like, me and my other friend got my other friends into One Piece. Thanks to the live action too. It's been great. Where do I go? There's a world quest over here. Cool. is this guy? What? Miracle, let the dancing sacred flame. Da da da. Judges. Is this like a robot or something? Yeah, I think my love of anime won't fade even if I haven't watched it in a long time. It's because of bonds of anime. So it's a community. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not. If I go back to anime, it's either like for a couple shows or a rewatch of a classic, right? If I move this guy out of the way, can you move again? There we go. I figured it out. This guy literally won't move. Okay, I have to transform, I think. How do I move this guy? He's trying to go into the house. Bro, this is such a struggle. Go off. What this blue does. Okay, this is probably important right here. This piece of information. They would not leave this here for no reason. So I'm gonna take a picture of it. There we go. Just so I have it saved. You know, there's probably things where you have to go back to it, right? Whenever you play games, and I'm like, that's probably one of the things I have to go back to, right? Most likely. Yeah, so he goes down. Okay, we got one down. There's a couple others. Okay. Or is there more stars? Oh, behind. Okay. There's also this flying thing, so I actually figured out a trick. So this thing right here, if you shoot it, sometimes it likes to go up into the sky. But for some reason, this one does not want to do that, so... Never mind, it does want to do that. But now what? I'm here. What else do you want me to do? Unless it's in here they want me to go, right? I hate these puzzles in these games. It's like you're trying to figure out what to do. And it's just like, really? I'm gonna figure this out. Is it the trees? No, I don't think I have to paint the trees. So I gotta do something about it blocking it, you know what I mean? So 1, 2, 3 maybe? What am I supposed to do with this information? Or I think I figured it out. I figured out the final clue to all this. You go here. You switch this. In order for this to work, I gotta switch. Uh oh. I found it. Okay, cool. So we go here. We hit this. Awesome. I think I wanted to use blue. Oh, wait. I think I figured it out. So this is supposed to be blue. Right? Okay, we got it. Hey! This is supposed to be blue too. And that's supposed to be gold. That's what we were supposed to do. I figured out the puzzle. So this is blue, and this is yellow. And you know you got it when it makes that artwork. Aha. And I don't press down. I have to do it once. Well, there we go. We figured it out. Nice. Now we have one more thing to deal with. Oh, okay. Gotta do a mix of that. Let's do red. Oh, I just gotta shoot him. Okay. With red. Wait, no, maybe. Maybe yellow? What did I do last time? Oh, I gotta shoot the balloons. Okay. Oh, I shot the things around it. Okay, cool. Now what am I supposed to do here? That's what I'm wondering. There we go. Something needed to be done.
A treasure buried in time.
We're getting there. We're getting there. We have 23%. I think I have almost all the waypoints. I got more than half. Nice. Oh, I got an erased one? Okay. Let's get all the waypoints on the island. See what happens. Why is there so many? Well, rip, I just drowned in a pool. When flying gets a 10, that's actually awesome.
A treasure buried in time.
See how high I can go with this. Come on. Come on. Show me. There we go. That's another one. You take this bridge across to the next waypoint. How many do I have, by the way? I want to know. I have 8. Okay. Not bad. Oh, we got fireworks going on too? Nice. What are the Fadui doing here, by the way? I was like, why are you guys here? This is a resort. No, turn me into the rhino thing.
Your hard work is paying off, as it should.
Oh my, so many challenges in chess. Okay, I got everything on the eastern side. Now I gotta go over here. Probably easier to go from this side. Okay, let's keep going. I'm just painting my way. It's kind of funny. Wait, is that the hint? Up there. Oh. I almost fell off the map there. I'm glad I caught myself. Okay, we got this. Gotta keep going straight to the next waypoint. Cool, we got it. Just kidding, we don't. Across the bridge. Got 30%. Pretty sure that was every waypoint in the area. There's 4 here. There's 3 more. Half of them are underground. Okay. I gotta find one of those summons. Where's the jellyfish? I need to possess a jellyfish right now. You're mine. Hehehe. Is it straight up or straight down? Ah, behind. I like to mark the fishing spots. That's what I like to do whenever I pass these areas. Just make a note of it for the future and make it easier for myself. Oh, is this the cactus that they were talking about? The dancing cactus that you have to fight? How do we get through? Is there a secret entrance somewhere? Like back here? Oh, I have to shoot these guys? Is that the game? That's kind of fun. So if I clear this, will it let me go into like the extra part of the map? Oh. Oh! Cool.
Earned yourself a reward.
Wait, where does this track come from? Wait, I think that's my hint. If I find the origin of the track, I'll be able to go in. How do I get in? I know where it is. I know where the entrance is. It's right here, but I don't know how to use this track right here. If I make it yellow, will that do anything? I was like, worth a shot, you know? You will let me in. You will let me in. Come on. My last resort is I like barge it open with something. We shall come back to this. I have been defeated this time. Let's go this way. I'll figure it out. It's a puzzle. I'm gonna figure it out. What do you mean, Paimon? So literally... Do I have to beat the mission first? I literally see a map, Paimon. Am I not allowed to go over there? Or do I need to take a boat? So it's not open yet. Okay. Are these areas just not unlockable yet? Okay. I kind of wanted 100% everything, but apparently we can't get here yet. This one's under construction. I don't know what's going on with this one. It's kind of crazy. It's all right, though. I'm pretty sure it comes with the update, so. All right, since I can't venture out anymore... It is what it is. I'll go full webcam. There we go. That was fun. I need to catch up on Genshin. I need to catch up on a lot of things, but mostly Genshin and Wuthering Waves I'm so behind on. I gotta grind that out, but I haven't been feeling it lately. So I'm gonna end stream early today just because why not? Genshin was just being a little bit frustrating a little bit. Just a tad bit. But yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining Coral and our new friend Adistry. So yeah, usually I don't end it this short, but today I just feel like it was uneventful. So I'm like, let's run it back on Friday. That'll be fun. All right, later everyone. Peace.